Hello there. It's so great to see you again. This is Marla D, creator of the Clear and Simple Way to Get Organized, which I find to be much better than the stressful and frustrating way, which most of us already know about. So I'm going to take you on a short and fun little visual journey through the Clear and Simple systems, because I think that this is so helpful to be able to see things come to life a little bit more. And then just know that if you ever want more depth and details, we can get you that in some additional courses that we have. So let's go ahead and begin, shall we? When your piles become big problems and you feel yourself get stuck in the mire of decisions because your systems run amok and the clutter grows around you till there's no place left to sit, you need a simple system that will help you bit by bit. See it, map it, do it. Stacks will get you through it. These are clear and simple rules that are priceless little jewels. See it, map it, do it. Stacks will get you through it on the road you soon will be to freedom, order, clarity. Dum, da, da, dum. This is what I love to do. And I'm here to tell you that the clear and simple systems are going to make it all easier. So you've probably already heard this from me, that organizing is a skill. And it's a skill that only 10% of the human population on the planet Earth are born with. So that means most of you out there really don't know where to start, what to do, much less how to keep it up. So let's take a journey through some systems that are going to save you stress, time, energy, and money. Starting with the foundation system of See It, Map It, Do It. See It stands for take a look at where you've been, map it, make a plan for where you want to go, and do it. Then you could take the steps to get there. We tend to skip right past those first two steps and dive into the do it step when it comes to organizing. And I found that the reason we do that is just because nobody ever taught us how. Nobody told us that there were other steps. So let's just take a quick little peruse through the See It step. Take a look at where you've been. Here's some easy ways that you can get through that step in literally 3 to 5 minutes. You can just take a piece of paper and pencil and write the story your clutter tells. It can be one paragraph, it can be a page, but in writing that story, you're going to get an aha about what's really going on and where you've been in this journey. You can draw the story if you're a right-brain person. Just have fun drawing that space the way it is, see it come to life, and then draw it the way you want it to be. Super fun and easy. Or my favorite is just ask yourself, what's working, what's not, where am I stuck, and why? This always gives me insight for the See It step, no matter what project I'm working on. Once you have an understanding of where you've been and where you're at, it's time to make a plan for where you want to go. And that's the map it step. And here's some fun and easy ways to do that. So my favorite is just to ask yourself, how do you want this space to look, feel, and function when you're done? If you're doing a pantry or an office or your clothes closet or your garage, taking 3 to 5 minutes to just ask these questions and write out your responses will save you so much time, energy, and money. If you're doing this project with someone, then I encourage you both to go ahead and answer this question and then share with each other. This one little tidbit has saved marriages, I want you to know. A couple other ways that you can do the map it step is to draw that picture of what you wanted, or just keep it really simple and write an emotional vision that describes what it is you want. Then you're ready for the do it step. You're ready to take the steps of stacks. And remember, the do it step is so loaded because you're now touching the stuff that it gets its own system, the action system called stacks, which stands for sort, toss, sign, contain, keep it up, and simplify. The magic of stacks and the way that makes this all clear and simple is that you're going to just take one step at a time. Rather than starting to sort and then trying to make a decision on whether you're going to keep it or let it go, where's it going to go, what's it going to go, and who's going to take care of this? Oh my goodness, round and round we go, and it's exhausting. So you're going to try out stacks where you're just asking one question and making one decision at a time. Then the steps build on each other. You'll get through it easier with a lot less time, energy, and money. So when you're sorting, all you're going to ask is, what is it? What is it? And we love sorting into banker's boxes. This is my favorite tool with brightly colored Post-it note labels. So when you're doing the sort, you just have those boxes laid out open on your table or your floor, and you're just asking, what is it? And then you're putting it in that box. Whenever you come across a new pile or a new type of item, you create a new box, and you keep going. You'll get through the sort so much faster this way. Once you've sorted it, then you can ask, do I keep it or let it go? Because you can actually see how many things you have. How many of this type of shirt do you have? How many of this type of supply do you have? How many printers do you have? So this is how the steps actually build on each other. Once you get through the toss, what's left is what you actually now need to organize. And this is sign home. And you're asking, where is it going to go? And this sweet little picture is one of our favorite tips. So if you're doing a larger area like a kitchen or office supply closet and you've hauled it all out and gone through the sort and toss, when you're now figuring out where is this stuff going to go, you can just use Post-it notes and lay them out on the shelves or the different areas of the drawers to play around with deciding where it's going to go. The easiest thing to do is set up very general zones, like with like, so that it makes it really easy to find things. Then you can ask, what is it going to go in? So once you know what the shelves are and what the items are that you're keeping, now it's time to shop for the containers, not before, not before, people. And I love sharing this picture because one of my favorite containers to talk about that's also a system is the Alpha drawers from the Container Store. They work for all kinds of different supplies. In this case, it was a client of ours. It was his biking, all of his different things that he used for that. Or you can use it in a pantry or any type of closet where you're holding various things. So now we can get to go out and shop for the right container because we have the information that we need to do that and do it right. Once you get it all organized and contained, it's time to ask, how do I keep this up? How do I maintain this space? And my favorite tip here is labeling. I'm big into labeling the container, labeling the shelf, labeling as much stuff as possible. The reason for this is it makes it not only easier to find what you need, but to put it back where it belongs. So for example, in a pantry, if the shelf is labeled, then the child or your partner can put away the groceries and help maintain that space because it's really easy to see where things go. So that's one tip for the Keep It Up. And then we end with simplify. Oh, feels so good. So obviously, if you're using the Clear and Simple systems, as you go through and you do your organizing, that's going to simplify everything for you. But my little tip here is go ahead and start with the small areas, like the bedside table drawers or the junk drawer, those little areas that you get into all the time. And let that be a good beginning as you're experimenting with stacks. My other tip for simplifying is just pick one project per season. One project per season. What do you want to do in the winter, the spring, the summer, or fall? And do that project and let that be good enough. And when you're doing these projects, please try out, see it, map it to it in stacks, because I can promise you that it's going to make a big difference on actually getting the project done and having more fun. So I hope this has been helpful. I can't wait to continue to share more with you, and I'm really excited for you to get that project done and then go ahead and cruise through your home or through your office one project at a time and get it done as well. You're on your way to freedom. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.